And until we come to understand how this technopopulism functions, we would not be able to mobilize the people to fight it, nor would we be able to show that at its heart, it's actually quite fake. And the greatest fake news of the last decade is not actually about Donald Trump or Russia, but it's about the emancipatory potential of this industry. That emancipatory potential is temporary, it's very short term, and in the long term, it's never going to deliver on the promises of emancipation and empowerment. And if you start regulating us, so they say to the regulators, you will also be indirectly hurting and harming the middle classes who are already struggling, right? And that's more or less the discourse which allows these companies to mobilize so much support and to mobilize so many adherents and advocates inside their users and consumers. Because every time you're trying to pass a law, like many cities in Europe and in America have tried, with regards to regulating those firms, right, at the city level, these firms can just mobilize the infrastructure that they have built, all the apps, all the platforms, all the text messages, all the WhatsApp groups, and essentially channel the support that they get from the users into blocking any sort of legislation. Right? So in some sense, they are acting almost like a parallel political structure, which is not registered as a political party of any kind, but which nonetheless promises empowerment or at least a little bit of income. It is fake. Right? Look at something like Uber. The more we ping our hopes, right, on the ability of this industry to save us from whatever crisis we are facing, the more we accelerate the tendencies like the one I've described, where these firms go hunting for as much money as they can raise, and then they use that money to essentially destroy all the competition. And then that they discover that having destroyed all the competition, nothing actually binds them to the kind of populist promises that they have made, and they can reverse course and do whatever else that they want.